Welcome back to Stardew Valley, where we are working on days 8 through 14. We started day 8 with watering everything, and then what I'll do is I'll start clearing some of the farmland off too. This is my standard playthrough of this farm, where everything's just, if you change no settings whatsoever, this is what it is. The only thing I changed was it's a female farmer and not a male farmer. I'm trying to get to on the farm. The top entrance is clear to the bottom entrance. I kept the tools I use for when I go to the mines and stuff, and I went down to check for spring onions, which there was none. And then I went to the town to check the bins. Eventually I'm going to have chests hooked up to all of them. I know I got some already done, to where I won't be checking them as often. Where I'll probably be collecting all items out of the chest near the end of the season. I'm going to go up and work in the mines today and see how far I can get. Now I do work on levels 11 through 15, prioritizing killing the monsters that I see, so that way I can work on the monster goal, like killing the monsters and stuff, and fiber, so that way I can get mixed seeds, because I always look at mixed seeds as free plants pretty much that we could farm. We don't have to pay for it and stuff like that. And stuff that I may not have already, I also try to do, and if I get little bombs, I'll use it to blow up rocks, that way I can try to find ladders going down. But that's pretty much what I'm working on, since I only have the first row of inventory right now. I wanted to head home to drop off my stuff since my inventory is full. And of course, I'm going to talk to Linus and stuff. And I put the diamond and it with crystal in the chest near the door where I keep my tools in. Because I wanted to donate those to the museum since we don't have those in there yet. And then I figured I would just go around and do some foraging since I saw the 3 things that I passed in the backwards. I also ended up getting the cutscene in the town, which is coming up now. Grr, sounds like those raccoons are back again. Filthy Mormons. Ah, you turned up at the right moment, miss. Could you do an old man a favor? Could you go around the corner and scare off those raccoons for me? They've been causing a real mess. Thanks. Make sure you give them a good scare so they never come back. It was me. I'm sorry. I find a lot of hot, fresh food in these cans. Stuff that will go to waste if I don't take it. Do you think there's something wrong with what I'm doing? No, it's a shame for food to go to waste. Thanks, Star. I knew you were an open-minded person. I feel good about what I'm doing. I'm not harming anyone. You can go home. I promise I won't rummage in George's can anymore. You can tell him you scared off the raccoons for good. Wait! I know what you were doing, Linus. If you need food, just ask. I don't want anyone in Pelican Town to go hungry. Here, I've got a basket of zucchini fritters for you. Just make sure you dip them in my spicy marinara. Go on, take it. It was still kind of early, so I figured I would swing by the saloon and talk to everyone who was there. The only one that I don't talk to is Emily, and that is because I'm trying to get Clint's hearts higher than Emily. If you are at so many hearts with Emily, some of Clint's cutscenes won't trigger. So that is the end of day 8. Our combat leveled up, and that was it. So at start of day 9, I wanted to go ahead and do my normal farm things. And then I realized I didn't have a scarecrow yet, so I wanted to get the ingredients for that and get a scarecrow set up. And get it out there so I can expand more of my farmland and not have to worry about crows and stuff attacking. And I also put the fertilizer and stuff on there. Trying to figure out what I was going to do that day, I saw it was a fetch quest for Sam who wanted a dandelion. So I went ahead and accepted that because I'm like, I just want to expand my farm. I usually do about 39 spots, so it's just enough for that watering can and one for the animal. So that's what I was working on doing right now, and I was wanting to get parsnips in so that way I can use basic fertilizer on them and try to get gold parsnips for the community center. Which I went and unlocked the community center today since I realized I didn't have that cutscene yet. Oh, hi there! What an eyesore. This is the Pelican Town Community Center, or what's left of it anyway. It used to be the pride and joy of the town, always blistering with activity. Now just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of TV than engage with the community. But listen to me, I sound like an old fool. JoJo Corporation have been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Well. If anyone else buys a JoJo Co membership, I'll just gonna have to go ahead and sell it. Sigh. Here, let's go inside. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. What? What's the matter? Are you ill? You saw something. I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats. You're worrying me, Star. Look, I think I'm going to head home. I need some lunch. Hey, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can catch that rat if you have some extra time. Strange. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. went inside to check the scroll so that way I can get the letter from the wizard for tomorrow. And then I'll finish unlocking the rest of the community center. I went in and kind of talked to everyone, gave a gift to Caroline because I want to try to get her up to 2 hearts. So that way it will work on unlocking the tea sapling, because that's how you get that. And then as I was going to the museum to donate stuff, I wanted to give Sam his gift. I checked to make sure it was Sam that I was giving it to also. And I dropped that off, and I got cauliflower seeds from that. So that reminded me the whole reason why I went into town was to buy more parsnip seeds also. So I had to go back in Pierce to grab that because I realized I was in there and I totally forgot all about it. And I went down, was checking some of the bins, got in trouble a little bit, but I went down to also check for spring onions because that's something else I've been doing on a regular basis. And there was a few of them there today, not a whole lot though. But I wanted to get back home and plant everything that I had so that way I can get my farm set up and going. Now that I got everything planted, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. I figured I would clear off some of this farmland area that's up near the top. Just that way it doesn't destroy some of the plants and stuff that I had planted. And I wanted to make the pathway up top more smoothly to go in and out of. So I figured I would go ahead and take care of that right now. I also ended up making another chest that I can use in town to put next to the bins. If you're unfamiliar, I have a mod called Automate Mod in this, where it will draw stuff out of the bins automatically if you have the chest next to it. Makes it not getting in trouble for checking the bins as easy. And after that, I decided I was just going to go around and forge and talk to everyone that I could see. And that was the rest of my day 9. So at the end, my foraging leveled up another, and then I also made some money. I made a total of 177 gold. So on to day 10, where it was going to be a rainy day. So since it was a rainy day, I knew I wasn't going to have to water the plants and stuff, or take care of them. But I did want to check the melt, and got the letter from the wizard. So I figured I would go ahead and start clearing off some more of the farm before I went down to visit him. It's also Vincent's birthday, so I wanted to make sure I really grab him a present also before I head out. But that's pretty much all I do at the start here. I also figured since I was going to be going to town, I was going to make a couple more chests to drop off. So that way we can get the bins completely to where I don't have to worry about them again for the rest of this season. I was going to go down and check for spring onions, but then I remembered I need to go see Vincent before I forget. And I figured I would talk to Jody also. Wow, I'm not doing good with names today, am I? So before going and visiting the wizard, I figured I'd check the spring onions, and that's where I was going to, and where I get my next cutscene at. Ah, come in! I am Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths. Melody, I don't know how to say that right. Melody between psychic and etho. Master of the 7 elements. Keeper of the sacred chat, you get the point. And you, Star, are the ones whose arrival I had foreseen. Here, I'd like to show you something. Behold! You've seen one before, haven't you? They call themselves the Juminos. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but you have no reason to fear them. You found a golden scroll written with an unknown language? Most interesting. Stay here, I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. Phases out, and then comes back walking through the front door. Like, what's up with that? I found the note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Juminos, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of the scroll. One with the forest. What do they mean? Sniff, sniff. Aha! Come here. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toe shoes. Can you smell it? Here, drink up. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. Penetrate your body? If you notice, we get energy from that. And then we get sick. And then we start, I think, hallucinating or something. This has always been kind of a strange one. You've gained the power of the forest magic. You can decipher the true meaning of the Jumino scrolls. And of course, I still want to come in and say hi. So after that, I figured we'd talk to him real quick too. And then I noticed that my inventory is full again, and I am a little bit of a hoarder. So I figured I'd swing by the farm to drop stuff off. And now that we have talked to the wizard also, I knew I was going to be able to drop things off at the community center. So I started looking through to figure out what I need, and we made a trip. I knew I was going to be able to get the seasonal seeds, I believe is what they are. With those, I will normally sell half of them and keep half and plant them. But since I just planted a whole bunch of parsnips and cauliflower, I wasn't planning on planting them today, so I figured I would just hang on to them. But I also picked up some more vegetables on the way back home since I saw them. And, oh, I checked Clint's bin, that's right. He's the only one that I don't have a chest for quite yet. I was trying to remember what I was doing this there. Figured since it was kind of late in the day, I would come back to the farm and drop stuff off and just clear off some more of the farm. There wasn't really much else to do, but I figured this would be good to use up some of the energy. And then later on, I was going to head in town, go to the saloon, and just talk to anyone who was in the saloon. And that was pretty much the rest of this day. I do go to the saloon to talk and try to work on friendships, I do check the dish of the day a few times. I do that to try to get some of the dishes that I know we need for the community center. After that, I went home, and that was the end of the day. Day 10, all done. We leveled up in mining and made a total of 606. Well, here's the start of day 11. So of course, with it being a sunny day, I had to come out and take care of the plants, watering and doing all that stuff. I do cut the grass there just so that way it's easier for me to see the plants. I know the grass won't really kill your plants off like that, but it's just for visibility. Did check the mail. I had an energy tonic from Pam and a quest for Robin to find his missing axe. But before I went to do anything, I wanted to plant some more parsnips now and mix seeds. So that way I can get those gold sword mix seeds. I also had a quest from Linus for the bulletin board to catch a flounder. So that's what I'm going to work on later today. But first I wanted to collect things for the community center that I can turn in and get that stuff taken care of. So now here I am heading down to the ocean. I was checking to see what food was in there and getting ready to do my fishing. So here's my little fishing montage. So after I caught this fish and the treasure, it filled my inventory up again. Of course, small backpack space, you know? So I figured after that I would just go drop the frozen tear off at the museum since we don't have one of those yet. And then I haven't gotten a founder yet, so figured I would also swing by the house to drop everything else that I have off. And I kind of went through and checked a few things while I was over here too, to see what kind of things were in the chest and what we've been accumulating and stuff like that. And I figured while I was home, I was going to go back and get some more stuff that we can drop off in the community center. And yes, I just grabbed another sardine, even though I turned one in, thinking that I haven't turned it in yet because the little button up on the top was flashing. Figured I would also come down and check for spring onions since I've yet to do that today, and I like to do that every day in spring because that's just how I am. I also figured while I was down there, I would grab Robin's axe, and then I was just going to drop things off, turn the axe into Robin, and then finish my night off with fishing. Now, do you think that I remember that Flounder had a cutoff time at 7 p.m.? No, I did not. Flounder is a fairly new fish for me, so it's one of those things where I thought it was an all day one. So that's why I went back to finish fishing. So after this last catch, I decided it was getting late, so I would head home. But before I went home, I would swing by the saloon to talk to people, to work on my friendship points with these people, and to check to dish of the day also. So this was the end of day 11, and the only thing I did was made 347 gold. So here is the start of day 12, where we walk outside into a cutscene. Hello, Star. You see this cat here? I found it sitting outside the entrance to your farm. I think it's a stray. Poor little thing. I think it likes this place. Hey, don't you think this farm could use a good cat? Yes. And we're going to keep it as Misto. Well, listen, Misto. That is not what she said. Well, little Misto, you'll be a good kitty now, okay? So I took care of the plants. I figured today I would try to catch that flounder since I haven't been able to catch it for lions quite yet. I did want to try to get down there as soon as possible. I also knew it was a cart day, so I wanted to also swing by there. But I figured I would clear up what trees was in the area of the farm that we've already cleared up. I also wanted to check the help wanted, make sure we didn't have any extra tasks that we was going to do today. So I dropped my tools off and I wanted to keep 50 wood so that way I can make that last chest that I needed for Infernal Clint's for his bin. I also kept the stuff to donate to the museum. I checked the cart and she had some stuff that I was thinking about getting. The pufferfish, the honey, and I thought the goat's milk would work. Forgetting that I needed a large goat's milk. And so I bought the goat's milk, thinking, well, that would be one less thing to worry about. Now I was trying to determine whether or not to get the pufferfish or the honey. I am deciding the pufferfish. I can catch them in the summer, but they're kind of hard to catch sometimes. And the honey you can have different options for, so I figured I would skip that. And I did skip checking for the green onions because I figured I could do that later on. I wanted to try to get all my inventory cleared out so that way I could get started on fishing. So I wanted to go up to the community center to turn in what I thought I had, but this is where I realized that. Yeah. And so I ended up just drinking it instead to replenish my energy since it was kind of low. So I worked my way down to the fish, and as I got down there, I seen this bubble spot. So it was a fighting effort with Elliot to keep my same spot so I can fish in that bubble spot while he's walking up and down this dock. So that was kind of an interesting experience to do. Now, even though I did catch the flounder, which is what I was looking for, I figured I would keep fishing since I had that bubble spot here. My goal was to try to get a second one, just because I like to collect all the fish so I know I have them all. But we'll see what happens. But that's why I keep fishing here, and I eventually go in and sell some stuff to Willie also, so I can keep my fishing going. Since my bubble spot went away, I figured I would go up to a museum to donate the glass shards I had. Talking to people, of course, on the way there. And I wanted to go up to Linus to make sure I give him his fish, even though I'd never caught a second one. Got stuck on the road in there. And of course I came home to, sell some planes and the bin paints. I figured since it was a Friday and it's not raining, I was going to head to the saloon to talk to everyone there, because I know there was a lot of people in there on Friday night when it's not raining. Work on those friendship points of mine. And of course, I had to go down and check for spring onions, as I almost forgot to come down and check them for the day. Fishing level up, and I made a total of 205 gold. Let's go on to day 13, which is the Egg Day Festival. So with it being the Egg Festival Day, I wanted to get my farmland ready for strawberries. I knew I was going to be able to get at least 13 of them, and I was going to be able to get the speed grow for them from the center after the festival. And so I was trying to get all this land ready. There's some plots that have the basic fertilizer on it. Oh, I am going down and checking for spring onions also. But on the farm there was some plots that had basic fertilizer on that I wanted to kind of get rid of to make sure I can put speed grow on the strawberries. And so that's what I wanted to get ready. I knew I had until I think 2 p.m. to where I can go to the egg festival. I wanted to try to be ready by noon, because if not, then I'll forget that the festival is going on today. So before I started the egg hunt, and after I bought the strawberry seeds, I wanted to go around and talk to everyone for friendship points. Almost everyone here you can talk to. The only person that's missing is a wizard. He doesn't come to this festival. Well, technically you can find him, but you have to cheat pretty much to find him. So I wanted to get that done before I do the egg hunt, because I'm going to do that with every festival that I see. It's time for the highlight of today's festivities, the annual spring egg hunt. Calm down now, kiddos. You are going to need all your energy if you hope to find the most eggs and take home the exclusive prize. Now, is everyone ready? Let the egg hunt begin! this year's egg hunt is Star! Here's your prize. Enjoy. Well, that's it for this year's festivities. Now it's time to put on my hat and go get my spree grove from the community center before it was too late in the day. So I can finish up with the strawberries. Now I did mess my math up somehow and I had an extra strawberry. So I ended up making room to plant it. An extra 2 strawberries. So that was the end of day 13. Farming leveled up and I ended up making some money. I made a total of 529 gold. Let's go on to day 14, the last day of this video. So I started out by going out and watering everything. Now we have a Queen of the Sauce recipe today. We also have the cart here today, and it's also Haley's birthday. So we have quite a lot of stuff going around to get done. So I got started on some of that stuff. Grabbed everything to clear out some of the land, and also wanted to grab a present for Haley, so I wouldn't forget that. And I ran down to check the cart to see if there was anything worth buying today. And of course, with me having only 574 gold, there wasn't anything that I needed. So I decided that I was going to pass on the cart today and go down and check for spring onions like I do every time. I also realized I haven't checked to see if there was anything on the bulletin board, so I checked that real quick too. I was trying to make up my mind what I was going to do with that last spring onion. Decided to go into town and I went by Haley's house to see if she was out of her room yet. I couldn't remember for sure what time she came out. So I figured while I was waiting, I would go around and talk to people that I saw, and I was going to head home to drop off some stuff and sell things while I was waiting, because I knew it was like at least by noon she would be out. So then I went back into town, and that's why I bumped into her. I gave her a birthday present and talked to her, and I went back to look for forageables and stuff like that, and figured I would start cleaning some more of the farm out since we had most of the tasks done. I do eventually check the Queen of the Sauce recipe, but that's kind of what I do on this day, I think. I figured once I got all my energy used up, I would just go around and forage for things since it was the start of a new week, and talk to people also, try and work on friendships. I do end up calling it an early day on this day, and I do go to bed at like 7 something, I think, if I remember correctly. But a lot of that was because I think I was kind of tired in real life too. So yeah. So this is the end of day 14, where all I did is made 10 gold. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.